All right, here we go again. You know, I just kind of waste my day. I should be practicing, but I like to kind of tend to this channel. And, you know, I'm chatting with a lot of people, had a couple lessons, fixed a couple guitars. But I thought of one thing in these recent videos. I keep doing one move, and my deal is I don't want anybody to feel left behind on my channel. So thank you for paying attention. Thank you for playing along. And I try to give you things that are functional and usable and not overly difficult, which is kind of the way I like to play. You know, a lot of the coolest things are reasonably simple. All right, here's a thing I've used on a lot of videos is this that kind of stuff. Let's back up a little bit. Let's approach it from a little different angle. I'm gonna do an E major pentatonic. Okay, that's cool, huh? So let's make sure everybody's got that pattern, because that's going to help these shapes and moves and cool things. So that's like on the first string, 12 with your pinky down to 9. That's an E to a C sharp. Second string is also 12 to 9. That's B to G sharp. And third string is going to be 11-9. And that is a complete E major pentatonic scale. If we want to keep going, fourth string would be 11-9, C sharp B. Wait a minute, yeah. And then fourth string will be the same thing, which is G sharp, F sharp. So we got. So there's a lot of 11-9s going on. So you got 12-9, 12-9, 11-9, 11-9, 11-9, and then you can shoot it down to that 7, which is a root. And let's add a couple of notes. That sounds cool, that ba-ba-bum-bum. Low E. It's really fun to slide that up, because that's your third interval. So as I said, there's a lot of 9s, which this is going to reinforce something we did earlier, or even, whoa. It's kind of a weird sounding chord, but those 9s are part of the scale or the key. So normally we're not going to really play all of them, but you could take 2 at a time, like these two, and these two, and these two, and these two, and these two. That's pretty cool, man. I mean, it's possibilities. That's where some of these double stops come from, the scale and the chord. Mix them together. That's really one of my favorite things, as you know. So you could also put those double 12s. And it just happens to work on double 7s. And 4s and 2s. The other strings might work like that, but let's do it more like this. thing I'm really getting at is this. Is thinking of those 9s and hammering onto the 11s. So when you hammer onto the 5th string to the 11th fret, you get a 3rd interval. And then you can hammer onto the 4th string. I think that's a 6th. So you got 3rd, 6th. If you do it on the 3rd string, that's a 2nd. And so, you know, those can be little fills. You can jet back to the chord. That's one we learned from Jimi Hendrix. At first I thought, that's outrageous. There's nobody that can play that. So if you get your ring finger to the 11th fret, add your pinky to the 12th, and you get suspended 4. Take it away, you got a 2nd. And you can move that down here and here. And you can even get your root on the 6th string, which would be your caged pattern, pattern 3, a G type chord, which people usually think I'm kidding when I say you can make a G chord and bar it. Well, up here it's pretty easy. And you can do these, which I did in the most recent video showing these kinds of embellishments. That's again on double 9s. That's a 10 and an 11 on the 2nd and 3rd strings. Oops, got an A in there. And you can shoot that up here, which is part of this chord, the E chord, the bar chord at the E shape. Anyway, that's a 12 and a 13. And you can always land back at your good old bar chord, the index laying flat and ring laying flat. What am I doing here? That's kind of where a lot of this is going, is wind cries Wind Cries Mary, man, that's cool. All right. But you don't want to just play that song. You gotta put that vibe into everything if you feel like it. It's very, very cool. All right. So, you know what I'm gonna say next is, I hope you see me later. I gotta come up with a new joke, but if you can subscribe, that is so cool. And if you want to give me a thumbs up, that helps. Leave a comment, question. If you want me to detail something out, just tell me at the time stamp of where you saw it, and I'll come back and explain that. All right, man. Keep rocking. And please, see me later.